Oh, yeah, that's the spoiler, I guess. Yeah.
To be honest, I would have watched this and not really thought about it, I don't think.
No, there's a chance, maybe.
Alright, we're back with some Blake 7.
We are. Last time Assassin.
Yes, it was. What we got?
It is... Games.
Bill Lyons. I don't think we've had that name before.
Got Sparks.
They should have called this episode Sparks by Bill Lyons.
Feldon is the hardest known substance in the universe.
And currently
Better
the
than
most valuable.
Herculaneum? Is that-
It's extremely rare.
It's not a bad analogy, but given the right conditions,
Oh, he's got some.
Feldon
Ah.
is infinitely more efficient. Well, what?
Where do we steal Feldon crystals from?
From the Feldon factory.
Feldon mines. Alright, we're gonna go and steal some Feldon off some people who've already stolen the Feldon from the Federation.
Yeah, pretty much.
Eureka.
I think I've just summed up the intro. Hopefully.
How at all these days?
Player 1.
Yeah. There's all sorts of games happening then.
There's a
that.
chess game, there's a... Oh, it's like the arcade, like one of those gun games. Oh,
Oh, you gotta...
wait. It actually killed him.
Next player, please.
Yes, the computer is playing.
Hey,
There we go.
one left.
Yeah.
Next
Oh, you got
player,
76.
please.
There's going to be a high score at the end. It's like the Kudlak episode.
A little bit. A little bit.
So, which one of the Liberator Scorpio crew is going to have to go through all of those games, do we think?
Tell us what's going on.
Academician Garrett.
Seriously wounded.
That's not a title for Academician?
Garen calling Scorpio.
Oh, it's
Ah,
him.
him, this one.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yes. What a surprise. So that's 2 Serverland episodes in a row.
No, it's madness. Slayer.
Slayer, sorry. Yeah, still not used. Yeah, Gambit. Chess.
Name of the computer, yeah. We're back to the
I
chess
would
thing.
call it a visit, Feldon.
Garen?
Yes.
Oh, so you survived. Oh, well done. But no points for you, I fear.
Oh gosh, they very close to the cliff.
Better lead the way.
They're at the beach.
Oh, okay. I thought he tripped.
Isn't we're running for it. He'll turn his attention to more important matters and leave his automatics to trackers. Once we have that move between us and the
Yes.
scanner, we can start back down again. I can be certain that we can get away when we want to.
Okay,
High pressure reduction.
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I think I'm understanding the game's title.
Avon. Put down your weapons.
Dana's probably somewhere, right? Where did she go?
Yes, she'll be around. If only he'd have ducked just a second earlier.
4 of our men have been killed with something like that.
You don't think... I mean, I'm not the violent type, really I'm not.
Oh, yeah. Oh no! Wow, gosh! Where did he go?
He was hiding around there. the
Oh,
whole
that's
time.
why.
All that dust. Try the computer.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's not advised.
Did warn you.
That would hurt your hand, punching that helmet.
Yeah, right.
That would not do much. And really hurt.
Well, he's just got that experience in helmet hitting.
I want you to get into cover.
No, don't step. Yeah, I was just asking for that.
So what we need is not the right answer, but the right question.
Ah,
Do come in.
maybe not. And there's just been
I think they're trying to blow me up.
an average explosion.
What are they trying to blow up? Was that the entrance in there?
That might be the whole thing.
This is the trap, isn't it? Right. So they're being sent into the macro, the
Macro.
the mechanoid layer, the macaroon layer.
Oh, it's.
As soon as you've collected a certain is complete.
So it wasn't the Federation causing the explosions. It was
No, it was Gambit.
Longer this way, but it's safer than going above ground.
Mhm.
Well, safe for him anyway. Not
Yeah,
for.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound
And
safe.
out and trapped in.
But luckily, Villa's gonna reverse all that by playing.
Let's get one thing straight from the start. I don't mean you any harm, not personally. I'm sure you're a miracle of engineering, and I bet you're not as bad tempered as Aura. I just want one of your circuits, that's all.
Would you like to play something? I'm programmed for all games.
Oh, that's very kind of you, madam, but not at the moment, thanks. Look, if you're
Do you require voice contact?
that would be
Yes.
a bad idea. And if you could open the door, that would be even better.
Yay! It's not the circuit, is it?
I think it is.
Oh! Oh no! There goes Garen.
Is it Skaro? It's like, is that where the TARDIS lands in Destiny?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, he is alive.
Oh.
Ah, so now.
Oh, the game area.
Yeah, yeah.
Not really.
So it's going to be
Kind of
soon.
a game worth playing.
Yeah, I'd hoped it'd be her that does it, because she gets to do something.
A launch and flight simulator. I trained on one.
You've had some practice then.
It's Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Exactly. These things just a lot.
We should go back through this episode and count the number of games. Oh, it's Ace Combat.
Slave.
My God,
It's gonna fly through the wall.
that's tons though.
Dun, 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 dun.
Retro stabilizers.
It's like the theme.
Oh. Oh!
The
This
screen.
the new intro.
Yeah. It's the intro, him flying this game. Next it's going to be a lot. Yes. So they all have to do something.
Yeah.
The games are
Perfect.
perfectly suited to their skills. Conveniently.
Those fingers for me.
Uh,
What are you doing? Dust. I need very fine dust. That's probably half the guide you through that machine tank. In the old days,
yes.
it worked.
And of course, this is Ace.
A computer.
Central guidance.
For Avon.
But a huge negative force a long way off could be bounced by a positive force close to the crystals.
One more.
All the power we can muster. Blast those Felden panels with everything we've got.
From this distance, you'll blow us up.
What's a Felden panel?
A panel of Felden crystals.
Like on the outside of that?
Probably.
What's this doing? I don't.
They did it though.
They did it.
They're
Okay,
fine.
brilliant. So we just needed to shoot it, and that was good. Okay.
I'd say the last game was mine, wouldn't you?
I have bad news for you, Villa.
Oh.
They're fake.
It's a fake.
Okay. Ah, okay.
So, is what Avon had at the beginning a fake? Because he had one.
Oh, maybe. I'm not sure actually. Either
Is
way,
that the only one? Is it a real thing? I don't really.
either
know.
way, it wouldn't have been much use, I suppose.
I mean, if it's the only one, it's it was Stratford Johns. If it was the only one, then it's then they hold all of the cards, so to speak, in game language, because there is only
Well,
one, and Avon's got it.
They
Right?
do. They do
Or
now. They do now. Well, that was quite an episode, wasn't it? Well done, Dudley. There's some good
There's good
music in here.
Good soundtrack. I didn't write many notes, mostly because I didn't really understand what was going on.
It was a whole lot of games.
It was.
It was, yeah. That seemed to be the running theme in this.
It's pretty obvious. It says it right on the title.
Yes.
You know what you're getting yourself in.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was just not feeling it, but it felt way too overcomplicated for what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, there was a lot of exposition and explaining things, but I kind of enjoyed it for just,
Okay.
all the craziness that was
Cool.
going on. I don't know. Yeah, it was a lot at times. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, especially Avon. You know, he really delved into some concepts there. But yeah, I don't know. I kind
You
of
had a good
enjoyed
time.
it for that. Yeah,
It felt like you played a game you were playing along.
kind in a
I
way.
think that's kind of the point with this one. I think you do have to be playing along with it.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure I was necessarily in the right mood for that.
Okay.
So I think this is maybe more my own state of mind right now. But
Yeah,
I
well,
wasn't really... I didn't really get invested in that
Okay.
because of
Fair
those
enough.
things. Because of the games. I thought... Yeah, I don't know.
I can understand what you're saying, but I think I was
That's
possibly
good.
in a better mood
That's good.
to appreciate it. But yeah, it's got... Yeah, it has a lot of things going on at once, really, you know. Yeah, lots of deception and kind of meticulous planning and things like that. You know, Belkov playing the game with
Yeah.
Gambit, you know.
This felt a bit too much of jumping to conclusions about what people will and won't do, which I suppose is what chess is. You know, you have to try and predict the moves, and they were doing that within the context of,
Yeah.
well, if we move into this orbit around the planet, then... But it felt like amongst that, there was some plot things that felt too glanced over. Like, I didn't really understand what was going on in the last 5 minutes for them to solve the problem.
And they were going through the different games in that.
That was
Satellite
great. I
thing,
loved that bit.
Hmm.
I actually loved that bit loads, despite the strange convenience of the games being exactly suited to the exact 3 people,
Well,
4
that's-
people that needed to be there.
Well, that's...
But yeah, no, that's whatever. I can get over that. But I thought that was funny. But yeah, there's suddenly a black hole, and suddenly there's...
Well,
I just... What?
The final...
What's
um,
a Felden panel?
Belkov's final move was to trick them and put them in a black hole, I guess. You know?
But was it? But they didn't. Who? What? Did? What? I don't. I just
Yeah,
don't
the-
really understand what happened.
It did kind of get more hectic at the end. But they got out of it. Something
They
about
shot a
positive
thing.
and negative energy.
We shot a thing. There was a big laser. We shot a Felden panel, whatever a Felden panel is. But apparently Felden isn't a thing. There's no more Felden crystal. I don't know.
That
what is
must have been
Felden.
the last of the
It's
Felden.
another stupid brain rock that reflects energy or something. Apparently,
That's
that we've had about 4 times on this show.
That's the name of that kind of archetype, like, plot device. It's
It's a stupid brain rock. I'll create an entry on TV Tropes for that website.
Yeah.
Like Jethric. And Ulium.
The good old days. So yeah, I'm not going to pretend that I understood everything in this episode, but it was just fun to see it all play out, and, you know, yeah, there were some good, like, funny moments as well. So
I think
was...
it just needed a bit more editing, a bit more fine-grained tightening of things to being knit together, a little stripping out of some of the exposition maybe. It just needed some tightening.
I don't know, that's kind of... Yeah, but then again, that is kind of the whole... That ties into the whole game thing, because it's them, like, working out what's going on.
But you don't have
so-
to explain it in such quick exposition. I think the directing maybe didn't help. It was very quick cuts between dialogue, and I like trying very hard to keep up with it. I think
yeah,
it just needed a
a
bit
bit.
slowing down a little bit, and just being reined in. I think could have helped in every respect. I think from script to directing to everything. Just rein it back a little bit for me. I think it was a bit too quick. Just and that's me again. Possibly just my state of mind right now. I wasn't fully invested in. I didn't want to play those games. Maybe necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, look, I I felt somewhat similarly, but at the same time, I did like it.
Yeah,
So,
that's good.
um,
That's good.
yeah, maybe another watch would help.
Possibly, yeah. When now that I know what it is, I'll be like, right, I'm in the mood for it. I
Yeah.
think possibly.
Yeah, it's definitely one that takes you by surprise if you're not
Yeah,
ready for it.
yeah.
You know, and that's that's how we've gone through every episode of what we watch. So, well, I mean, well, Blake 7 for both of us because it's new to both of us, obviously. But going into each episode, like,
There's always a
blind.
risk that you're not going to be in the right mood for exactly what that episode is showing you or
Yeah.
what it's got in store. Yes, that is always a risk, I suppose.
Mhm.
But that's the game we play on whilst
Yeah.
watching these shows.
Indeed, it is, and in this case, it worked for me, even if not quite for you. Maybe.
I think I was playing a different game today,
Yeah.
but never mind. That doesn't mean I didn't like it. I think I could appreciate it more next time, maybe.
Sure.
I think there's probably some clever stuff that I just went straight over my head, maybe. That's the kind of the impression I was getting watching it. Like, I thought I was missing stuff and just not understanding, and there was lines of dialogue that I just shut off because it was going by so fast.
Right.
A green 6 from me.
And that's
no,
meant to be a purple.
a purple
7.5.
7.5. Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
What's purple?
Fun.
Purple's fun. A fun 7.5 from me, and an uncertain 6 from me.
Sure.
I don't know. I feel like now I'm in the mood for it after talking about
Well,
it. I could go
would you
back and
like to
watch
watch
it
it
again. Episode 8 next.
It is. Yes. Last one of the disc.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we have five more in total. We have very
Gosh.
near the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, we're more than halfway.
2 Serverlands in a row. I wonder if she'll just be in all of them now, like building up to the end.
I don't know. We could still have.
Sleer,
Yes. Yeah. We could still have one or two without her, but
maybe.
but yeah, I guess as we get to the end, she will become even more important.
Okay.
Yeah, good stuff.
We'll see you next time.
Yes, we will.
Outro.